Hello friends, welcome to you all here in this current affairs session. Here we will discuss some questions along with the static fact based on the correct option as we have been following, right? So these are the questions which I have taken here for the discussion. Is very important for your upcoming exams. So please watch this session carefully and try to remember all the inputs are being discussed here. So moving to the question number 1. Who launched Pandit Jasraj Cultural Foundation called for the globalization of Indian music? And the answer here is Narendra Modi, option A. On the birth anniversary of legendary classical vocalist late Pandit Jasraj, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday called for the globalization of Indian music. Prime Minister Modi has stressed that the Indian music should make its global identity, speaking about the launch of Pandit Jasraj Cultural Foundation through video conferencing on Friday. Paid tribute to Pandit Jasraj on the occasion of its birth anniversary of doing Indian classical music. This is the phrase you can see here. The Prime Minister talked of the personification of immortal energy of music by Pandit Jasraj and lauded Durga Jasraj and Pandit Sarangdev for keeping the alive, glorious legacy of the maestro. He praised Pandit Jasraj Cultural Foundation for their goal in preserving India's rich heritage, art and culture. Who has been appointed as the new Chief Economic Advisor? And here is the answer. Option D, V. Anant Nageswaram. V. Anant Nageswaram has been appointed as the new Chief Economic Advisor. Dr. Venkataraman Anant Nageswaran, an academic and former executive of Credit Suisse Group AG, Julius Baer Group, has been appointed new Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India. Succeeds former CEA KV Subramaniam, who returned to the academia at the end of 3-year tenure in December. So the newly appointed Chief Economic Advisor, that is V. Ananta Nageswaran. Moving to next question number 3 here. European Union Court strikes down what amount in respect of Intel antitrust fine? And the answer here is $1.2 billion. Intel Corporation won an annulment of $1.2 billion fine issued by the European Union antitrust regulator more than a decade ago over the allegations the microchip producer had used its commercial power to squeeze out a competitor. And Intel, some static fact, that is 1968 is the establishment year, California, USA is the headquarter, and Patrick P. Gelsinger is the CEO of Intel company, right? So here is the answer, that is European Union Court strikes down $1.2 billion in respect of Intel antitrust fine. I hope you understood this, right? Recently, which state or union territory is going to start PUC certificate mandatory for all the filling fuel pump stations? And that is Delhi. Option B. To ensure that polluting vehicles do not ply in the national capital, Delhi government will soon make pollution under control PUC certificate mandatory for filling fuel at pumps. Environment Minister Gopal Rai said this is a very ambitious policy being brought forth by the Arvind Kejriwal government. North India, including Delhi, faces grave air pollution, particularly in winter. With this policy in place, vehicles will be mandated to have their PUC certificates with them at the filling station. Thus, pollution levels at every single vehicle in the state should be kept in check from time to time. So, this is Delhi government started this, right? So, PUC certificate mandatory at all the fuel pumping station. The mandatory made by Delhi government. Moving to next. Which state or union territory is going to start Socioeconomic Development Program from 2022-23? And that is option D, Mizoram. Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga said that his government would implement the Socioeconomic Development Program from new fiscal policy in 2022-23. The Socioeconomic Development Program is a flagship program of the Mizo National Front government which aims at bringing the sustainable development by accelerating the progress in key sectors through judicious use of resources and transforming Mizoram into a welfare state. Right, so the Mizoram government is going to start the Socioeconomic Development Program from 2022-23, right? Diego Verdega died recently. In which field he belongs to? And he is a musician. Argentine singer, songwriter Diego Verdega, whose romantic hits such as Corazón de Papel, Yo Te Amo, and Volver sold almost 50 million copies, has died of complications of COVID-19. Right? and he was 70. Verdega was born in Buenos Aires on April 26, 1951 and debuted as a soloist at the age of 17 with a single Lejos del Amor, which was followed by the others such as Yo Te Amo and Volver. Right, so just remember this, Diego Verdega is a musician, died recently, and he belongs to musician category, right? Singer or songwriter from Argentina. Okay, so moving to next. Vachik Mangasalain, agent of SHIELD, died recently. In which field he belongs to? And he is a actor. Vachik Mangasalain, a character actor who appeared on NCIS Los Angeles and The Mentalist, has died of COVID-19 complications. According to his manager, he was 78. Right? So Mangasalain, a character actor who appeared on NCIS Los Angeles and The Mentalist, these are the two names here, was vaccinated, told by his manager, Valerie McCaffrey. Not important, but yes. Vachik Mangasalain is an actor who died recently and appeared on two separate sets here, that is NCIS Los Angeles and The Mentalist, right? Okay, moving to next. Whose tenure has been extended as the Director of Indian Oil Board, and that is SSV Ramakumar, option C. The government has extended the tenure of SSV Ramakumar, Director Research Development, Indian Oil Corporation for 18 months in July 2023. The company said this. Ramakumar was appointed as the Director of Research and Development on Indian Oil Corporation Board for an initial 5-year term beginning on February 2017. So, Indian Oil Corporation, some static fact, 1959 is the establishment year. Headquarters is in New Delhi, and head of this organization company, that is Srikant Madhav Vaidya. Srikant Madhav Vaidya is the head of Indian Oil Corporation. So I hope you understood all the news bullets I have discussed here, and that is all for now, and good time.